When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida International Panthers. FAU will kick it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will have the first crack at it in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The run to the left. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move, he fires. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida International. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Working on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. This is a tough one, a 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, FIU! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
35, Florida Atlantic.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner goes down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Turning it on! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Here's the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
49, Florida Atlantic.
And here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one. This half.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida International. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Florida International, 56, Florida Atlantic.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quarterback making checks. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Hauls it in on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, FIU. Quick. The air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Fires to the big fella. Just plowing ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Panthers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it back from in, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here comes the heat.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top 5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Regardless of the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get us.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flat. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Second down coming up.
Easy.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.